Hi everyone, welcome back, and I'm going to be sharing you guys with 10 red 10 relationship red flags, and I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you guys do, please let me know by liking, subscribing, etc. And let's just get right into it. Tip number 1, or not really tip, but red flag number 1 is communication. And the whole lack of communication is such a big deal, just because some couples it's kind of difficult to tell how they feel in a situation or any of that and whatnot. And sometimes some people say things one thing but they actually mean another and not communicating well enough, and sometimes they get frustrated and just not kind of just quit, and you just give them a kind of like a silent treatment, and that could cause a lot of problems down in the road. So the lack of communication is one big red flag. Tip number 2 is being being irresponsible or being very immature or unpredictable, and those can be that's red flag number 2, and that could be a big huge red flag, just because it could show the other person that you're together with, or showing you that your partner is any of those, mainly because maybe they can't hold up a job, or you're practically their babysitter or mother. Let's just put it that way. If you end up being their babysitter or mother because of maturity or not being responsible, or all that should be all, then that's not a good thing in a relationship on both ends, and that could lead to kind of like tip number 1 of not communicating that well in some shape or form. So that's tip or red flag number 2. Red flag number 3 is lack of trust, and I feel like, in my opinion, trust is a big thing, because if you can't trust them, how can you know, have any strengths in any kind of other places? Because if you can't have any trust, you can't have a good communication or feel comfortable with them or safe. And of course, then the person might feel like the other person isn't mature enough, and it all kind of goes hand to hand. And I would like, if you don't trust them, it's a big deal, and because you can't trust them, you can't feel safe or comfortable or rely on them with certain kind of things and whatnot. So that would be a red flag number 3. So yeah. Number 4 is that your family and friends don't really like them, and having a kind of feeling weird, or kind of that like that that person has some red flags, I don't know how I feel about them. And that is sign number 4 of a red flag, when people around you are saying, oh, I don't have a good gut feeling about this person, kind of thing. Just because sometimes some family and friends can see things that maybe you can't, because something in your brain is blocking that red flag that maybe you can't see or didn't notice right away. So that's a number 4. Number 5 is red flag number 5 is controlling behavior. And that could be a sign of a red flag, and not letting your partner's not letting you to do what you like to do, and having that good healthy space with one another. And that could affect a lot in your relationship. And if you guys don't have any space and always together a little bit more than normal, and not having that like work and life mode and hanging out with friends here and there, could cost a big chunk of communication and not hearing each other or any of that, and maybe partially of trust, and sometimes that could lead to jealousy and etc. So that is red flag number 5. Number 6 is feeling insecure in the relationship, and it is normal, but it could be a red flag, and that could lead to the previous tip on not being not letting them to do things with other people or and whatnot, or comparing to one another, and just overall being jealous and overprotective and whatnot, and that cannot lead a good thing. But it could be a good thing, but more of a red flag than anything, just because of trust and not really feeling confident in the relationship and all wishy-washy and overall comparing things that you guys shouldn't be comparing and etc. Number 7 is did a dark or secretive thing in the past, and that's a big red flag if they're not telling you something of what they did, and that does not include of protecting a friend or a family member, kind of like having a parent having like the mama and papa bear coming out. Besides, not including that, but if somebody did something illegal or not them something they're not supposed to, and they're not being honest about it and being upfront with you, that could be a big huge red flag. And lying about it and just overall not being honest, not only with yourself themselves but with you too. And yeah. Number 8 is being stuck in previous relationships, and that can be a huge red flag just because they're not really moved on, or they are stuck in that past relationships of thinking those are healthy things in a relationship, and could cause things in the future relationships there, and it can kind of cause things for the next person or anything like that. So it could cause some problems and not healthy traits for your new or incoming future relationships. Number 9 is having the relationship being built on needing to be needed, and that could be a kind of a red flag of being jealous and being all claustrophobic. I don't know, I think I pronounced it. Just too much spending time with another because of maybe feeling neglect from previous relationships or with family, personal life kind of relationships, and that can be a big red flag on both parts, and just not having each other space, and having each other space is healthy and good. So maybe that could be one thing, or it could be another thing that your partner never had that feeling of wanting to help you feel needed, I guess, or having that craving. I don't know, but it could be a bunch of different things, and like I said, it could be a lot of trust, and communication can overall lead to one big huge picture. And the last one, number 10, is such a huge one, is abuse behavior, and that could be physically, mentally, emotionally, how do you pronounce it? Psychologically way, any kind of shape or form of abuse is not okay in a relationship. And if you feel unsafe in any kind of way and feeling taken advantage of and just not feeling good vibes with that person, that's a huge red flag. And if you're feeling abused in any kind of way in a relationship, please call 911 or telling someone that you feel close to so they can help you to take action, because it's not right in any kind of relationship, in any kind of way. And from that being said, if you guys learned anything from this video, please let me know in the comments and share this video to a friend or a family member or whomever who might need to hear this, of 10 big red flags in a relationship. And if you guys, like I said, like this video, please like, subscribe, etc. I do have a vlogging channel, so if you want to subscribe to my vlogging channel, it's in the description below. And I will see you next time. Bye. Hey everyone, I just want to let you guys know that if you want to make that little extra income or have a better lifestyle, there is a link in the description below for you guys. You can make as little as $100 a month, if not more, if you want to make that little extra cash month to month, or just even want a better lifestyle. Rather it's growing up your hair and prevent wrinkles, to get rid of dark under your eyes, whatever it may be, this is the best fit for you. In the description below, it's the first link in there. If you're interested, there's steps down there for you. I hope you guys give it a try. It's amazing. I love it. I wouldn't do this if it wasn't for you guys, and recommend it to you guys if I didn't love it.